everyone, I'm Sarah Skelly and I'm the Community Engagement Park Ranger for THPRD. A common question that I get when I'm out in the forest is, how do you tell the difference between Oregon Grape and English Holly? Let's zoom in and take a closer look.
So there's two things that we're going to take a look at, and these two characteristics could really be used to kind of tell the difference in a lot of different plants that grow in the forest. The first thing we're going to take a look at is the shape of the leaf and the texture. So if you take a look at the Oregon Grape, reminds us a lot of holly, right? It's kind of got a stiff leaf, it's got a glossy green, it's got these what we call toothed edges and they're pretty pokey. Now this right here is a fresh Oregon Grape leaf. So this is just from this year, this spring. So this leaf, it kind of has that glossy look, but the toothed edges aren't quite developed yet and it's pretty flimsy. Still the same plant, but it's kind of neat to see the difference in the old and the new. Now, the second thing we're going to take a look at is how the leaves are arranged on the stem. So take a look at where the leaves meet. Notice how symmetrical this plant is. Now the leaves join the main stem at the same spot. And we call this opposite leaf or opposite leaf arrangement. Now I have a clipping of English holly. Now English holly, again, let's take a look at the edges. So we've got a nice thick leathery leaf, kind of a, well, this one I think is old, so it's not so glossy, but kind of a thicker green. It's got sharp toothy edges, and that's what makes it so confusing between the two. Now here's the major difference. Notice how the leaves connect to the stem. While these leaves are opposite, the holly leaves connect in different spots. They're alternating on the stem. And that's what we call alternate leaf arrangement. Opposite leaf arrangement, alternate leaf arrangement. So if you imagine your arms come together as a single stem and your leaves, or your hands are the leaves, we have opposite, alternate, opposite, alternate. So while the best way to tell the difference between Oregon Grape and English holly is really understanding the characteristics of the leaves, a couple other things you might notice is the Oregon Grape here just a couple weeks ago had bright yellow flowers that are really popular with hummingbirds and bumblebees. Right now, which is today is May 1st, the berries are just starting to form. Right now they're green, but they'll eventually be kind of a deep purple, which is where it gets the name grape. Now the holly berry, a lot of us are probably pretty familiar with seeing the bright red berries. Usually sometime in the winter, November, December is when you'll see those. So they have fruit at different times of the year. Now, one of the benefits of zooming in on nature and slowing down and just looking more closely is sometimes you get to find little surprises. And if we zoom in into this Oregon Grape here, you'll see some brown grassy material, and it turns out there's an old robin nest in there. Now I checked it before we filmed this video to make sure it wasn't active, but this is last year's robin's nest. So get outside, explore some trails, and see if you can put your skills to the test and notice the difference between the Oregon Grape and the English holly. Take care everyone, we'll see you in the parks.